Hi everyone, let's have a look at the next set. Again, we've taken our past CAT set, CAT 2004, a very popular set. Professor Singh has been tracking the number of visitors to his homepage. His service provider has provided him with the following data on the country of origin of the visitors and the university which they belong to. So this is the data we have. Just let's have a look at the data before we read the questions and try and understand what do we need to solve it. So if I look at it, I can see on day 1, there have been visitors from Canada, 2 visitors, Netherlands 1 visitor, India 1, UK 2 and USA 1. And if I look at the universities, different universities have visitors from day 1. So University 1 has a visitor, University 2 has a visitor, 5 has a visitor, 6, 7 has visitors and so on. You will have to match these days because the problem is if I look at day 1, I can see there are 2 visitors from Canada and UK, which means University 7 or 2 either could be Canada or UK. I don't know what are the possibilities. So these are the problems you will arise in this set and we will try and understand how to solve this. Let's try and read the questions first. So the questions are University 1 can belong to what? So which means it's a definite possibility they are talking about. Which country does University 5 belong to? Again there are options of or and so on. Visitors from how many universities from UK visited Professor Singh's homepage in the 3 days? Which among the following listed countries can possibly host 3 of the 8 listed universities? So these are the 4 questions. I understand that if I am able to figure out which university belongs to which country, most of the questions can be answered accordingly. So what we are going to do over here is the important part in this question was day 3. Now if you look very carefully on day 3, only 2 universities has visitors and obviously correspondingly there were only 2 countries and the numbers also were really helpful. So for example, from here I can make out that UK, this 2 has to match with University 4. So the 2 over here is definitely University 4 and which means University 4 is UK definitely, and same thing goes for 1 and 1. This USA will be 1 will be University 6 and which means University 6 is USA. So we've got that much. Let's go ahead now. So looking at now day 2. So day 3 we got at least 2 universities. Now day 2 I can see there is University 3 which has 1 visitor and University 8 which has 2 visitors. And again same thing what was done on day 3 can be done for day 2. India will become University 8. So University 8 is India and University 3 will become Netherlands. So that's the first part is very clear. So we have at least got 4 universities directly out of 8. Now maybe day 1 there will be a small problem. So day 1. We know there are 2 numbers with 2 and 2 numbers over here also with 2, which means we don't know which university will belong to which country. So here both the possibilities will exist that University 2 can be Canada or UK, or same way 7 can be Canada UK, vice versa. And same goes for the remaining 2 universities, that is 1 and 5. Same thing because there are 2 countries with 1 and 1. So it could be Netherlands or UK, and same thing for the university, right, Netherlands UK. So this is the data we have. This was the most important part of the data which we needed, that for which country, which university belong to which country. Let's read the questions now. University 1 can belong to which of the following? So now let's have a look at University 1. Our answer said Netherlands or India. And if I go to the option, there is no India, there is only Netherlands, and hence the answer is the third option. To which country does University 5 belong to? So 5 can belong to Netherlands or India, but nobody else. So hence our answer will be clearly the first option, India or Netherlands, but not USA. Next question. Visitors from how many universities from UK visited Professor Singh's homepage in these 3 days? Now if you look very carefully, now look at this very carefully, right? UK was there at 3 places. So a lot of students make a mistake, they mark 3. No, but look very carefully, Canada, University 2 is Canada or UK, which means if University 2 was UK, University 7 will automatically become Canada or vice versa, which means 1 out of 2 or 7 is UK and the other is Canada, and University 4 is definitely UK. So how many universities from UK visited for Professor Singh's homepage? Exactly 2, and hence your answer is the second option. Which among the listed countries can possibly host 3 of the 8 listed universities? So is there any possibility of 3 of the 8 universities? Let's look at it very carefully. So if I look at Netherlands, same logic what I just applied in the previous question. Netherlands will have exactly 2 because it will be 1 or 5, one of them, and 3. So, Netherlands will have 2. Coming to India, same logic for India. India will be 1 or 5 and definitely 8. So, 2. Canada will be 1. UK will be 2. We just did that in the previous question. And USA will be 1, which means there is not a single university. Question was which among the listed countries can possibly host 3 of the 8 universities. No country can host 3 and hence the answer is none, which is the first option. So, this was a typical logic arrangement set, where you had to understand the arrangement based on some kind of logical reasoning. So, this is what I would call that typical reasoning based set, where it is not simple arrangement, but we need to understand from the given data that which university belongs to which country and vice versa.